Decades after independence, Kenya has grappled with challenges that have ended our dignity: water shortage, hunger, malnutrition, and insecurity. It has been a cycle, predictable, devastating, and frustrating.
Drought inachukua muda mrefu compare na raining season.
Availability of water has a direct impact to food security. Water is used by livestock. Most of the people who live in rural areas are livestock herders.
Beneath this grim picture, between 2022 to 2025, through the Chukua Control project, 20 civil society organizations were empowered to write a new chapter of hope. This project was overseen by PACIDA and supported by BMZ through Welthungerhilfe.
What necessitated the Chukua Control project was the need to access safe water and even food and good nutrition among the ASAM communities.
Chukua Control project empowered local CSOs to improve their technical skills, operating systems and procedures. The civil society organizations were drawn from Garissa, Kilifi, Tana River, Marsabit, Turkana, Kajiado, Kitui, Makueni, Kakamega, Siaya, Bungoma, Nairobi, and Vihiga counties. These were regions where Welthungerhilfe had undertaken interventions under the outcome area of improved skills of civil society organizations so that they can implement and promote rights-based approaches. 13 CSOs developed advocacy strategies to bolster their work.
The CSOs were trained and came up with 2 canvases, which were, one was to advocate on the water and sanitation in 4 counties, that is Lodwar, we have Tana River, and we have Kakamega.
Today in the campaign, we have capacity build our network in Kisumu County.
They are able now to hold the government, the county government, even as the duty bearers, accountable to execute our mandate properly.
This is a growing institution, and therefore we do have gaps in different departments, including monitoring and evaluation, including capacity of staff to develop programs along health and even water and sanitation.
We have improved through several trainings that we've received through Chukua Control. The IT equipments we have received 4 laptops, 1 printer, and 7 tablets. We've also received a software that is QuickBooks for finance, and it has really brought a lot of improvement in terms of documentation in finance. In terms of logistics, we've also received support. There's 1 motorbike, Kibo, 250G, and it has really helped us a lot in terms of logistics, program officers moving to the field, rescuing vehicles.
A WASH canvas is an advocacy document that supports the organization into identifying the gaps that are there in the county and also proposing on how they could be addressed. In our WASH component as PGI, we have done a number of improvement of water infrastructural programs in both Garissa and Tana River.
Chukua Control has not just improved the capacity of ROA, but it has also improved the capacity of our partners who are also duty bearers in this county and even the rights holders.
ZZ, for instance, developed a manual on food and nutrition that was approved by the government and was taken up by 2 more CSOs, namely Latia and Watoto Walwanga. In addition, 7 CSOs participated in shaping policies and regulations on right to food and water at the county level.
In this particular project, CSOs are being empowered to be able to raise the voices of the community to to the government because they are the representatives of the community. So it has trained the civil society organization on rights-based approaches, how to be able to approach government. They've been able to be taught about the legal frameworks, just to be able to understand what are the legal frameworks in food, in wash, and understand. They've also been taken through development of an advocacy strategy.
So mwananchi comes in, puts forward their requirements, like in this particular ward, we need water, we need boreholes. We propose them in budget estimates. So we take them to the county assembly. Then we embark on implementation. Before we start implementing, we have to go back to mwananchi and tell them this is the budget that was approved.
So many partners have come in to support the area of water, sanitation and hygiene. And a case in hand is like there is a project by CAPDA in collaboration with the county government of Kakamega, where in the last financial year, they were able to connect over 150 households to piped water. And in addition, they are doing flushable toilets in every homestead in the village.
The second area of focus involved building the capacity of CSOs to bolster their effectiveness, efficiency, and accountability. Under this, PACIDA supported 17 CSOs to build their internal systems, policies, and manuals. Others, such as Latvia, developed and launched strategic plans within the project period.
My name is Paul Mbugua. I'm the chairman of Latvia Agribusiness Institute, which focuses purely on a number of things pertaining agriculture. Established about 18 years ago, to key focus areas remain education to women as well as youth, or introducing them into agriculture to address the labor market that has been of great interest to the agriculture sector, to address the food security, and that is ensuring that we are able to grow sufficient food to serve us as well as possibly export. And lastly is becoming an innovation center to introduce or do research for new areas of agriculture.
This is a farm in Kajiado. It's an semi-arid area. So if you can find this in such a place, it is possible in any other place.
We've been trained on how we can do agriculture, and we've learned on smart agriculture, where persons with disabilities, you don't do extensive farming. It's farming that you can use the small plot that you have. You do even this vertical farming, the permaculture, where there's limited movement and even a person with disability can do.
Kupitia kwa barazas, tumekuwa tukielimishwa jinsi unaweza fanya kilimo bora, isikuwe tu bora kilimo. Tulikuwa tunalima sana mahindi tu na maharagwe. Hatukuwa na huo ufahamu kwamba tunaweza integrate na mboga, hata na mifugo, angalau kujipatia stability. Na ungepata mazao yetu ilikuwa duni sana. Utapata hata kwa shamba yenye saa hii unaweza kuwa unavuna gunia 2, gunia 3, ulikuwa unapata gorogoro 5, hata watoto wanakulia tu kwa shamba inaisha.
Importantly, 16 CSOs developed a common project accountability and learning system. We met Watoto Walwanga, a CSO that greatly built its systems thanks to Chukua Control.
In our school, we have a sanitation facility that is dedicated for girls. So when you are in your period, you can take your bath in the morning, that is before you attend the classes, and in between the day, in case you have an accident.
Before this block came, when you have stained your clothes, you used to go home, change. Sometimes you miss 2 or sometimes 1 lesson.
Ukienda kwa hiyo block, utapata panty, mafuta, na pia kuna towel. Senye ukisha huko unajipanguza na unajipaka mafuta na unabadilisha panty na pia sanitary towel.
Also, we had an issue of girls not having time to take showers from their homes, and when they're in school, their self-esteem was very low.
Our intervention on WASH was informed by the fact that this is an informal settlement. Most of the community members, they either use the trenches or they use the flying toilet. And you cannot say you're providing education for people who do not even have access to basic sanitation. And sanitation is all about dignity.
Kulingana na maoni na lengo la wanakijiji, walisema wanataka choo iwasaidie. Baada ukichenga choo vizuri, kuna magonjwa yatakuwa eliminated.
The Chukua Control is coming in to support in training the community to manage their sanitation blocks. We are also working directly with the community health promoters. The community health promoters, they work directly under the government, and they are the people who are directly involved with the sanitation and hygiene activities of the community.
The third area of focus entailed improving coordination and networking with development partners at national and regional governments levels. Under this, CSOs robustly engaged with county governments, shaping policies and influencing their counties in sustainable food and nutrition, security, and peace.
We have structures like the county steering group, the CSG, that we use where the CSOs and county government engage.
We do a lot of dairy production, which is our anchor program. We also do local chicken production and local vegetables. That is where we are really putting a lot of emphasis.
To shape policies, the CSOs engaged under the platforms of county steering groups in their respective counties. The last focus area entailed enhancing knowledge, exchange and learning for quality development and humanitarian aid programming. Under this component, the partners shared their experiences through TV, radio and social media platforms.
Hatukujua maana ya lishe bora, watoto walikuwa wanashinda hospitalini, fedha zote hata kama ni kibarua zinaishia hospitalini. Lakini vile tulianza kupata mafundisho, tunakuza watoto vyema, wako na afya njema.
With this project, CSOs were able to prove that we can overcome the pangs of hunger and thirst when we work together. Sustainable food and nutrition security and indeed good governance are within reach. And county governments are valued partners in this journey.
Thank you so much. You trained us. You build our capacities as an organization, but we need to be taken further. And I would request WHH, if given an opportunity for a second phase for Chukua Control, you should be given to us so that we don't leave this project hanging, but we push it to the end for a sustainable community.
Chukua Control has indeed opened a new chapter of hope in water, sanitation and hygiene, sustainable food and nutrition security sector, and indeed in Kenya.
We need to have that aspect of consortium movement, building together, holding our hands and working from one front and trying to think in line with our development goals. You know, in every country, in every setup, there are development milestones, so that we can achieve all together. We say we do it ourselves, and we have managed to reach our destiny when you are one. Long live Chukua Control, long live PACIDA, long live BMZ, and long live WHH, our patent partner.
Chukua Control.
Chukua Control.